Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be doing some more Triglavian hunting in the Naga. Previously I attempted to find some respawning fleets. We unfortunately only found a wormhole fleet and that was it. We didn't find much more, and we could have found more, but the thing is it usually takes a long time for them to have respawning fleets come back in. Here however, in the system of succession, there have now come more Triglavians here. As you can see, a ton of Raznaborg Damavik. So I'm guessing it's respawning fleets. If it's not respawning fleets, at least it's going to be some decent fleets that we can fight with the Naga and improve and perfect our skills with this ship right here. I think this is an amazing ship for Alpha Clones to use, and I really would recommend this. Is like one of the best things you can use as an Alpha Clone for the price. Okay, let's see now. Which planet shall we go to? Look at the angle of 5 degrees. These liminal ones, they don't look so nice. Let's go to one with the Raznaborgs. They're nicer. Not here, not here, here. There's a bunch of Raznaborgs here. What about here? What about here? Three. Oh, 3, there's a bunch. Let's go to 3. 100 kilometers. And we'll make a warp out location. Warp out. And get the MTU also deployed. Oh wait, we do not have an MTU. We do not have an MTU there. It would have been an important thing to carry. Consume that boost over there. We're accumulating quite a bit of loot over here in our expedition so far in the Naga. Okay, let's see now. It was 3, wasn't it? Warp within? Or 100. We probably should have brought more MTUs, but it's alright. Actually, no, I don't think it's alright. We will grab another MTU because it will significantly increase cleanup time if we have only one. Because the thing is, unlike a Marauder, it's not like we're going to be sitting in place shooting. We're going to be going far back, so we have to pull range to a big degree. So we'll be moving a lot, and because we'll be moving a lot, it will come out of range of one of the MTUs. So that's why it's good that we at least have 2. I think I only have 2 with me, but better than only 1. Okay, let's warp to 3 now. Warp within 100.
Warp drive active.
Activate modules. I want to have the targeting range script. So we'll keep an eye on the distance right here. Oh, that was a weird jump. Submit bookmark. Good. Alright, now we will pull range. Warp to this warp out here, S1. We don't even need to warp out so far. We can just approach location because they're not really wanting to attack us. They might be sleeping. Triglavians like to sleep sometimes. They sometimes also take a bit of time to aggress us too. So we can go to the warp out location. Pop that Drek back over there. There we go, over this Kiki now. Remove wreck from overview. These tend to be a bit more difficult in the Naga because they tend to like warp in and out a bit more than they do in wormhole fleets. But you can find a lot better Triglavians here. Or they usually spawn in a lot more. What's the range? We might be a bit out of range right now. Yeah, we should be shooting stuff that's a bit closer. Like this Rodiva over here. More efficient use of our ammunition. Let's go for this Raznaborg Damavik. There we're going to properly smash this guy. Did we deploy an MTU? No, we did not. Silly me, silly me. How far are these wrecks away? We should be able to pull them in. Some of them at least. Just staring blindly at me in my inventory. Should have grabbed that. They don't seem to be respawning. They might respawn, but there's a lot of Triglavians in the system. Could be that they don't respawn, we'll see. Because they're aggressing very, it's a very delayed rate. They're not acting like the typical respawning ones. But doing this at planets, nonetheless, it's the same thing. Essentially, same strategy. That's great. Take care of them, we can even get a bit closer. Yeah, they don't seem to be respawning. Could be other ones. I mean, look how many fleets we got in the system. There's some more nearby though. Where are they? Probably at the sun? Often they're at the sun, yeah. I'll go to the sun. What about 2? Have the MTU ready to go. And reload as well. Oh, there's only a few of them? They seem to be warping in. Weird behavior of these guys. Okay, now they seem to be warping in. That's cool. They're pretty close. Can use Antimatter straight away. What's our DPS? 591. And they go down super fast. Yeah, no problems. Naga has no problems doing this. And the big problems will occur when you have overwhelming fleets and you have to warp out a lot. Try to improve transversal by just double clicking directly in the opposite direction that they're moving. And Regolith is hitting pretty hard right here, but he's going to go down any second, so it's alright. Okay, we've got respawning in right here. Maybe make a bookmark just in case. Yeah, that's cool. We get a respawning in right here. It's nice to see. Getting no damage from the Leshak. I was worried that guy is going to start hitting hard. But this Dynamic will go down real quick, so I'm not too worried that we're not focusing on him. He's just a random. We'll go down in 2 hits probably. Okay, maybe we just want to shoot this guy quickly just before he gets in range. Because he's closing distance very quickly. There we go. This guy over here. He's been holding out for a while. Great, okay. This seems to be like a small Triglavian spawn, and sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small. When they're small, the reinforcements tend to also be small, and when they're big, the reinforcements tend to be big. They seem to, like, generally speaking, follow the same size of each wave. And this is really nice for the Naga, because the Naga is a lot less equipped than a Kronos or a Paladin, like a Marauder. So having this kind of level of enemy NPCs spawn in is really great, because you're not really going to get overwhelmed when you have like 4 or 5 of them spawning at once. So when we get a lot more, then that'll be annoying, because if there's too many, we'll have to warp out, and that'll waste a lot of time. It will waste a lot of time. Okay, but I think this is the last one right here. It could be that these were just initial fleets, and then these were reinforcements, but it's basically the same as a normal reinforcement Triglavian fleet, so I'm happy about that. Oh, never mind, we get another one here. Feels like the whole system almost is warping in on us. That's cool, that's cool. I've just stopped using the Afterburner just because for capacitor reasons. There's tiny reinforcement waves, very tiny, but it's perfect for the Naga because we don't have so much guns, so we can't just destroy them all before they get in range or they get close to us. Take out this guy. Very good to use the Frentix one that I use right here. Really very powerful booster. Helps a lot with your optimal range. Maybe we can go for the Dynamic over here first. There's a bunch of Triglavians around the system, so I think it might just be that they're respawning, or it could be that they're warping in to help them, because sometimes if you have small fleets around, they just warp in to help them out. We can go a bit closer now, because these guys have been sort of drawn out quite back. But this is the ideal kind of Triglavian wave you want to have when you're fighting against a Naga, like a very small one, but one that respawns a decent amount of times. Then you're going to get a lot of loot, and you're also not going to be overwhelmed, so you're just able to focus on taking them out instead of warping all the time. And I think this is probably perfect actually. Maybe it could be just a little bit more, but then again it might be a bit stressful. This is perfect, I think. Oh, we get reinforcements over there. Not so big, not so big, only a few. Perfect. Grateful to the RNG that we've encountered this kind of Triglavian spawn. It's very random. Sometimes you can have gigantic ones. Sometimes you have really tiny ones like this. So don't expect it to be this easy if you test this out. It can definitely be a lot harder, and you'll have to warp out a lot more. That's why I've got all this like warp out locations, that kind of stuff, making bookmarks as well, so we can warp in and out if we ever need to. And it's also great because our MTU, we're not doing this as quick as a Marauder would. A Marauder does it so quickly that the MTU lags behind. It takes a long time. A big bottleneck is for the MTU to pull in stuff, but here it's a lot slower because a Naga is a lot less powerful than a Marauder. But that's pretty much the best you can get as an alpha clone. So here, the great thing is that the MTU is pulling almost everything in, because at this rate of us destroying stuff, the MTU has enough time to put it in. So we're not really bottlenecked by the MTU. That's really great. That's one shot right there. That's great. It would be quite cool if the Triglavians respawned sort of equivalent to what you brought in the grid. So if you're going in like smaller ships like a Naga or like less serious ships, then they don't spawn in so much. But if they're like getting destroyed very quickly, then maybe the Triglavians will realize, oh, there's some big stuff that's coming up against us. Then they'll spawn in more stuff. To a certain limit, of course. You could obviously have a really big fleet and destroy them really quickly. Almost instantly. You don't want them to come in unlimited amounts. We can switch over to Caldari Navy Antimatter over here. Here's some big hits right here. Big hits. Probably stop moving because they're getting a bit close. Oof, that was a big hit right there. 600 volley. The Vedmak is fast. This scrub repaired a bunch of his armor, unfortunately. See, that Rodiva is repairing him, so that's probably what happened, how he regained a bunch of his armor. This remote repair guy over here. Has he got a special skin? He looks like he's got a bit lighter skin than a typical Triglavian skin. I think he also could be just his reflecting off the sun. Oof, see that? We've got more. Oof. These guys never end. Oh, we're taking big hits right there. Uranium? I'll take the long range ammunition right here. There's a lot of wrecks. There's an anchor in Kikimora. He's going to be a bit tougher than the Rasnaborgs. Alright, this wave was pretty easy as well. Just choose straight through it, no problem. Really shows the power of the Naga. I think it can be favourable to just move a slight bit without the Afterburner. Then if you feel like you need the extra range, go with the Afterburner. Otherwise, I sometimes noticed that the Redmax were getting in close when we were like just staying still. But when we were just moving ever so slightly, it was just perfect. Like we were here, we weren't using the Afterburner, but it was all right. So now that we've got all the Triglavians destroyed, we can just go and refit to Salvage Sphere. See how much we'll get from this. It went really smooth. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. Your mileage may vary when it comes to this because it can go a lot less smooth if you've got overwhelming fleets, you have to warp in and warp out. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna have to do the similar tactic how I did in the Triglavian wormhole fleets, because it can definitely be a lot more hardcore than this. But for the Naga, it's great. If I was in a Marauder, I'd be a bit disappointed. Like, oh, there should have spawned more, but this is perfect for the Naga. Got a mobile track unit 2. Probably should clean our ship because it's pretty dirty. There you go, a lot shinier now. Look, it's perfect. Like there's no wrecks left. All very clean. Very, very clean. 8 million even. That's pretty good. And we can just lock these guys up. Add wreck to overview. This will go a lot faster if you're in a Mega Clone, because then you can use Tech 2 salvages. Salvage is so much better than the Tech 1 variants. Okay, done. Let's see how much we get here. 36 million. Whoa, that was quite a bit. From just one of these, and then we got the second one as well. It wasn't as big, but in the amount of time we spent, this is really great for Naga. Really, really great. Like 1/3 of the ship back, just like that. You get the ship. If you were to continue at this rate, you could get your ship back in just over an hour. See what we got in here. Ooh, 11 million. That's a pretty penny right there. There's some wrecks that are really far away. Perhaps warp in and out. You have to be really careful because they could spawn in Triglavians and take them. Or wreck us. I think it will be alright if we just align out. Align to this warp out and then we go and warp there. There's a large wreck over there, so it'll be big. Just need to be really careful because it can sometimes happen when you hear you. So it's completely clear, but then suddenly a Triglavian fleet warps in and you're just dead. In a matter of seconds. And that was quick salvage right there. There we go, done. Total haul 65 million ISK. Whoa, whew. That's a lot for this cheap ship right here. The whole thing costs 100 mil, so I basically earned back over half of it in just under half an hour. That's really great. That's really great. Oof. This is so good. This is more like a better case scenario, or best case scenario of Triglavian hunting with a Naga, though, because we found like a perfect wave. There was a small, so it was not like anything crazy that was able to overwhelm us. You would have access to a lot of targets, but it'll take quite a bit of time and be quite tedious when you have to warp in and out a lot in big waves, because that will happen sooner or later if you encounter overwhelming force. I'm really glad about that. Naga earning the tank is really great, really great. Great option for Alpha Clones to do something a bit more challenging and a bit more profitable than maybe, say, low tier abyss sites or missions. This is a really great thing to do for people who want to do some interesting activities in high sec instead of like null sec or low sec or any other kinds of activities. So it's not really touched upon so much, but I think it definitely should be a lot more popular because it is. I think it's at least a lot. If I was an Alpha Clone, I would definitely do this all the time. So that's it for now. Alpha Clone in the Naga hunting Triglavians. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.